Come on.
Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You gonna throw cold water on the man, just like that.
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's examine the positive. A third-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing as a rookie. That is cause for celebration. Not just in Kansas City, but across the league when you see these guys get their opportunities. And not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he sparked Kansas City to a 5-0 start to the season and eventually to the playoffs.
Yeah, bright future for him. Total yardage on the ground, 1327, and 11 total touchdowns for Hunt this year. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A bullet thrown, but incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. Delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And not great starting field position here for the offense. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. On first down, Brady. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Going underneath for Lewis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 10 more there and another first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
12 more yards there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On play action, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Oh, and just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Now Lewis. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is good. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night? in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs. I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defense.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. No. Second and up, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
They run for it with Hunt, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field. And I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tandem. Of course, the big fella, Gronk. You know, you find him another all-pro year in 2017. And remember, before 2017 began, they picked up Brandon Cooks in a trade at wide receiver. That paid off in a big way. He had his 3rd straight 1,000-yard season in the NFL. And then, of course, there's Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, and they expect to get back Julian Edelman for all of 2018, coming off of a knee injury.
That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. Third down here.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Mahomes goes to Ware on the screen. Room here to run. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Edelman comes in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Amendola catching it left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Brady being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. Now to lean on that leadership. Second down, just 1 yard to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. James Harrison, able to get him for a loss of about 3. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Detroit!
The play clock's running down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Mahomes now on first down. Incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. 2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw once more. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But
and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Butker now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brady going to throw here. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Brady. And a dump off to White. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Brady. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw is Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, 44 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Brady to throw again. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
All right, here we go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One final try for Mahomes. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that
go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond.